Good morning and happy Sunday. I hope that it has been an absolutely beautiful week for each of you, and I am intending that the internet connection will be strong throughout this entire video, as the last 2 weeks have been a little bit shaky, and I'm excited to see someone already online. And I'm going to begin once again this week, as I have in the past few weeks, with the Tibetan bowls that we have and one of Mangku's bells. So I'm going to use a different one to begin with. It looks very similar, but it has a very different frequency, and then move on to others. So we're going to begin with this, and you might just take your favorite essential oil and put it on, breathe it in, and breathe in these frequencies. Good morning and happy Sunday again, or Saturday night, or whatever it is when you're watching this video. I am happy you're here and excited to be talking today about the subject, what's in the cards for us now? Most of you, many of you realize that when I say what's in the cards, I was in my mind thinking what's in the rainbow healing cards. And that is what I was thinking. However, what's in the cards for us can mean what is in the future. And the rainbow healing cards, while they're not a future forecaster, they can be thought of in that way. We can find our focus for what it is that is coming ahead for us. So I had a number of things that I thought I might be talking about today, and I may cover them. About 9:30, Stephen walked in and he said, "Frances, please do this today." And he proceeded to go through just 5 minutes of telling me what he felt would be most meaningful. So I'm going to do that. And This is for you, Stevie. The journey of the glyphs is what we're going to actually go through, but perhaps in a slightly different way of thinking about it than what you may have thought in the past. What is the most important thing that is required for you to have a fulfilling and loving and happy life? What is the one single thing? That single thing is your connection with the source, with the creator, whatever your concept is. As long as you are fully connected with the creator, with the source, everything will fall into place. You will know the exact things that require your focus. You will know the next step. You will know what is important and what is not important. And what is important to you may have nothing to do with what is important to me. We have been working on our refinement list for over 2 years, golly, and attempting to find out what it is that really, really gives us joy, who we truly are, becoming more and more. That is what the journey of the glyphs is all about. So I'm going to go through the oils. You may already have your set of rainbow healing oils. If you do not have them yet, I'm sure you have some, and you may choose to put them on your next order, because it can be something that is used multiple times daily to bring you into the moment, to get that connection with the source stronger. So I'm just going through. The first oil that I'm going to suggest using is the Sacred Mountain to help make that connection. If you have another oil near you, do that. And let's just first intend to make that strong connection with the source through that crown chakra. Just that, so that that information, that connection can stream down throughout your entire being. And that connection with the ground, with the earth, with the planet upon which we live, all the way into the center of the earth and connecting with the source there. So let us just intend to have that strong connection. And now this journey is like putting on our clothes. It's getting us ready for the next step. We don't go outside immediately after our shower. We put on our clothes. And the glyphs, we have the 10 glyphs. If you've got the cards or you have your app, you can see these glyphs. And we're going to use the oils that go along with them, because that will enhance them. If you're into color, the color is going to be enhancement. The crystals that anchor these frequencies are going to add yet another layer. As we layer the oils, we are layering frequencies. As we layer multiple frequencies, the same similar frequencies, it is going to intensify everything we do. So the very first step is to get things unblocked. We're all blocked. We all have blocks. When everything is all stopped up, nothing can begin. So the very first thing is that geranium essential oil, that beautiful warm pink color. And whether you are applying it or just breathing the bottle, or whether you're choosing just to hold the bottle. I don't want to use the oils, I'll just hold them. As you're thinking about this geranium, intend that whatever blocks are present that are preventing you from making that connection with the source, from moving forward, be eliminated, dissolved. Whatever it is, we need to get a little trickle open before we can really go any farther. And once we begin to get rid of some of those blocks, we can take that second step, which is to hold our own true energy. Each of us has this special, unique energy. And when we are having our own energy, we're strong. This is the Lavender Essential Oil. Whether you are applying it, just breathing it in, or thinking of that color. Actually, the crystal of amethyst. I have crystal of amethyst sitting here as well. By the way, I have my rhodochrosite sphere sitting here right in front of me as well. So we're going to build our unique energy flow, not someone else's. Your husband, your sister, your mother, your father have very different energy flows from yours, and is the one that's important for you. So once we begin doing that, and it is an ongoing process, then we can begin to take off our masks and look at ourselves to see who we truly are, what's really there. And whether you choose to use the cedar wood or the copaiba or both. Stephen loves to use both of them. And I often do. I use cedar wood so many times a day. I also massage it in, get it into my brain. But whether you use the cedar wood or the copaiba or both, intend that that authentic person, that authentic being that you were created to be, will begin to shine through, that you will begin to recognize who you were created to be. And this may be a startling thing, so the next step is to nurture yourself. We're often so good about nurturing and having compassion. This is that turquoise energy. Having compassion for others when we have very little compassion for ourselves. So the Idaho balsam fir and the Northern Lights black spruce both anchor this energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy of compassion. And as you breathe it in, just quickly think of how you can be more nurturing to yourself. What have you done for yourself in the last 24 hours? What have you done for yourself in the last 2 hours? How often have we thought lovingly of ourselves? A question to think. And then once we have these, this is the foundation of our connection with the source, clearing the blocks, building the energy flow, finding out who we are, and nurturing ourselves. Now we are ready for the big change. Are you ready to sniff your orange essential oil? Orange will light your fire. It is about change. Change is inherent in life. Change is all around us, and it is our choice how we will respond or react to change. There is a difference. Do you respond or do you react? Think about that. Reacting is not always a positive way of thinking about this change, whereas responding is utilizing the things that we have, understanding our connection with the source, listening to our guidance, and responding to that guidance. So this is going to really jostle things. Do you agree that this is happening to us right now? We're all in the midst of change, and some of us are really tired of being in this situation. We're used to being in control. And change is about allowing it to happen rather than attempting to control and go back. So once the change begins, that transformation, then there is no going back. We are moving forward, and as we move forward with our connection growing stronger daily, hourly, every second, as we focus more about that connection with the source, with the Creator, then that change is going to be easier to accept, because we will have the information that will assist us in accepting, which just happens to be the next step, which is the sacred frankincense and frankincense. This may be one of the most important things that you can do, to constantly be applying, breathing in, thinking of that silvery energy of acceptance, of understanding that we are not in control, but we can accept ourselves where we are, where we're going, and trust, listening to the guidance that you are receiving, which is totally different from the guidance that anyone else is actually receiving. The more often we go through these steps of clearing the blocks, building our own energy flow, taking off our masks and really looking deep into ourselves to see who we are, nurturing ourselves, loving ourselves, finding that perfect balance of giving and receiving, then allowing for that change, for the fires of transformation to take place, accepting what is on the other side. Then we can finish out these last 3 little steps, which the lemon essential oil, that lemon yellow color, is going to allow us to let go of just whatever else is still holding us back. Fears, beliefs. We're stronger now because our connection is growing with every single step. And we can let go of those extraneous things that are not supporting us. That freedom. Then we're ready to begin weaving ourselves back together, that divinely uniting all of our knowledge and abilities, who we are, that beautiful purple energy of jasmine essential oil, the frequency of uniting who you are, all of your knowledge and abilities, so that you may become who you were created to be. Then truly the real final step, the 9th step, is all about unity, getting everything to work together. It doesn't help. We're not an island. It has to be, every part of ourselves must work together to have us being strong. So this ylang-ylang, that beautiful pink energy, will allow us to have everything work together in harmony. And when we're in harmony with ourselves, when our connection with the source is strong, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. Nothing that will stop us. It's not about determination to overcome. It's about accepting who we are and allowing who we are to make a positive impact. So then the last step is sandalwood. I happened to pick up one of my 15 milliliter bottles of sandalwood, and this sandalwood anchors that golden white energy, that sparkling energy of expansion, of leadership. That's what leadership is. It's expanding outward, being who you are and allowing that to radiate from you. Now, this has taken me a few minutes because I've talked a lot. It can be done much more rapidly. It can be done in a meditative state, and you can take hours to do it. The key is to do it. The first thing when I get up in the morning, before getting out of bed, I reach over because I have my oils, and I'm going through my journey of the glyphs, or I'm going through it in my mind, because making that connection, it's going to strengthen it. I hope I'm back again. It looks like I went out for a moment. So at any rate, we're going to strengthen our connection, and I hope I'm going to strengthen my Wi-Fi connection so that I can finish out this video. And I'm going to use, let's see, where is it? My belief. I'm going to use the belief because I truly feel that believing in my connection, believing in the guidance that I am getting is essential for me. There may be another particular oil or blend that will bring it all together for you. Listen to your guidance. Select. It may be a single oil. It may be one that you've already used, but allow that being, that magnificent being that you are, to radiate outward to others, always remaining in that sacred space. So, as I said, this doesn't take forever. Change is inherent in life. There is no way to get away from change. Our perspective about how we think about change can definitely evolve, and that's what this is all about, I feel. I have frequently talked about fire as being that fire of transformation. I have gone through in the past over 6 months. It's interesting that it has been about the same period that we've had these major adjustments in life. I have gone through a lot of changes because we're writing a book about me. And it was really reliving all of these experiences, truly going through them back into those emotions. It's been quite cathartic for me. However, it's not been easy. So I began to feel, and one of my friends, Kai, talked a lot about the caterpillars. And I have always felt that butterflies were such special beings, that they started as a caterpillar crawling, went into this stage of in their cocoon, and then emerged as those beautiful butterflies. And to me, that has always represented transformation. However, she spoke a lot about how that it's true metamorphosis. And metamorphosis is quite different from change. Metamorphosis requires that those caterpillars totally, everything, every single cell breaks down. And everything, it's all these chemical reactions that are taking place, so that what emerges has no resemblance to what happened initially. It is the most amazing thing to think about, and I'm going to challenge you during this week to think about that metamorphosis of the caterpillar, to think about the potential of metamorphosis in you with the guidance that you have at your fingertips. You have with you at all times. It's just a matter of paying attention to that connection that you have with the Creator, with the Source. So have a beautiful, beautiful week filled with lots and lots of great new experiences and great new revelations about who you are and what truly gives you joy. And I'll see you next Sunday.